Steal is a strong word, but many historians and economists do argue that Black Americans were systematically stripped of wealth and blocked from building it during the Jim Crow era, roughly late 1800s to 1960s. It wasn't one single mechanism, it was a web of laws, violence, and policies working together. Here's a clear breakdown of the main ways it happened. 1. Land theft and dispossession. After the Civil War, some Black families acquired land, but much of it was later taken. Legal manipulation. Heirs property laws, especially in the South, made it easy for white buyers to force sales of land owned collectively by Black families. Fraud and coercion. Black landowners were tricked into signing away land or pushed into unfair contracts. Violence. In some cases, land was simply seized through intimidation or terror. Result: Black land ownership peaked around 1910, then declined sharply, destroying a key source of generational wealth. Number 2, racial terror and massacres. Economic success could make Black communities targets. Tulsa, 1921, the prosperous Greenwood District, Black Wall Street, was destroyed by a white mob. Wilmington, 1898, a multiracial government was overthrown. Black businesses and leaders were attacked. Many smaller incidents happened across the country. Result: businesses, homes, and savings were wiped out overnight, with no compensation. Number 3, labor exploitation, convict leasing and sharecropping. Sharecropping. Black farmers often worked land they didn't own. They were trapped in cycles of debt due to unfair accounting and high interest. Convict leasing. Black men were disproportionately arrested, often on minor or false charges. They were then leased to private companies for forced labor. Result: labor generated wealth, but not for the workers themselves. Exclusion from New Deal and federal benefits. In the 1930s-40s, the U.S. created programs that built the white middle class, but often excluded Black Americans. Social Security, originally, excluded domestic and agricultural workers. Jobs held by many Black people. Labor protections often didn't apply to Black workers. GI Bill, after Y2, in theory race neutral, but in practice Black veterans were often denied mortgages, education, and benefits by local officials and banks. Result: white families gained assets. Black families were largely locked out. Number 5, redlining and housing discrimination. This is one of the biggest drivers of the modern wealth gap. Banks and the federal government labeled Black neighborhoods as high risk. Black families were denied mortgages or offered predatory contracts. Restrictive covenants prevented Black people from buying in many areas. Result: white families bought homes that grew in value over generations. Black families were forced to rent or buy under exploitative terms. Number 6, segregation of education and public resources. Black schools were severely underfunded compared to white schools. Public services, infrastructure, healthcare, etc. were unequal. Result: limited access to education and opportunity, reduced long-term earning potential. Number 7, business restrictions and limited access to capital. Black entrepreneurs often couldn't get loans or insurance. Segregation limited customer bases and growth. Result: even successful Black businesses faced systemic barriers to scaling wealth. Big picture impact. All of these factors compounded over generations. Wealth isn't just income, it's assets passed down: homes, land, businesses. Black Americans were repeatedly denied opportunities to build wealth, stripped of wealth they had already built. That's a major reason why today, the median white household in the U.S. still has significantly more wealth than the median Black household. If you